4 daily until I get fluent. So basically today we will talk about four things mainly. First, like I heard my live sessions that I have done till now, right? And I am seeing there are like same kind of mistakes that I am making, right? For example, I'm using a lot of fillers, I mean, instead of being just paused and then like speaking the next sentence, right? What actually I am doing the mistake is I try to speak very fast, and like to fill the gaps I use lot of fillers. So basically that looks very like very bad, right? So and also basically what I did is that uh, whatever live session that I have done, I basically copy the link of that and then paste it on the site where I can get the transcript. And after getting that transcript, I have uploaded on the chat gpt, right? And then I set the chat gpt that like point out all the mistakes that I have done. So basically ChatGPT has given me all the mistakes that I have done, and also give have given a lot of feedbacks that I can improve, right? So basically, yeah, that is very important thing. Like just making these doing these thing in English will not help you. I also need to analyze the things. What are the things that I'm doing every single day? What are the mistakes that I'm doing consistently, right? So yeah, so for me today's challenge, one more challenge is that I can't use fillers today, right? I mean like eu, like these words I can't use. I just need to be like, I can take breaks definitely, but I need to be very precise and very clear, right? So this is challenge for me. Okay, so let's get started with my routine, right? So I woke up around 7:30 a.m. and then I took a shower, and just after that I started chanting Radha's name for 30 minutes, and then at around 9 a.m. I had breakfast, and then I returned uh, like to my room and started coding, and I coded until 2 p.m., right? And after that I took rest, and at 4 p.m. I took shower again, and then I went for a walk, and at 7 p.m. I had dinner, and then after that I started like like yeah, this is the mistake that I'm making. Like I need to just stop here, right? Just stop, don't say anything. Okay, this is I need to improve. Okay, after that I started analyzing my previous live sessions that I have done. Okay, what are the mistakes that I'm making, and I write it down some of the mistakes that I have done, and I will try to improve in the next upcoming live sessions. Okay, so yeah, and then I started recording myself into the camera. That's all for today, and tomorrow I have to go to the college, because I have taken 2 leaves. Now be done with the routine, and talking about what I have learned in the C++, then I can tell you, right? So basically today we learned switch statement, and then we okay, then build a calculator using switch for the four basic arithmetic operator. Then we learned loops. There are three types of loops. Basically one is for loop, and then while loop, and then do while loop, right? And then we'll solve today. I have solved a lot of practice questions, right? I mean, like for example, print the sum of digits of a number using while loop, print the sum of odd digits number of using while loop, print the digits of a given number in a reverse using while loop. Basically, I have written all the code, but I think I can't show you. In the sense, I seen my previous live where I tried to show you my code, but that was not properly visible, right? So there is no point of showing you the code that I have written all. Yeah, so basically these are the main things that I have learned. And then I have started just learning nested loops. I am not done with that. I have just started nested loops. Right, that's all for today. Now I actually have but actually I was reading a book right today, and there was very interesting thing that was written in that I want to like just read here, right? Because that was very important thing. That was like completely against the way I was thinking, right? So basically let's get started. So action is not just the effect of motivation, it is also the cause of it. Most of us commit to action only if we feel a certain level of motivation, and we feel motivation only we feel enough emotional inspiration. We assume that these steps occur in the sort of chain reactions like this. We think first emotional inspiration, then comes motivation, and then comes desirable action. For example, if you want to do study, then we think first we need emotional inspiration, then we need motivation, and then we only can like what we want, our desirable action is study, then we can do study, right? If you want to accomplish something but you don't feel motivated or inspired, then you assume you have just skewed, that there's nothing you can do about it. It's not until a major emotional life event occurs that you can generate enough motivation to actually get off the couch and do something. The thing about motivation is that it's not only a three-part chain but an endless loop. Well, inspiration, then comes motivation, then comes action, then inspiration, then again motivation, then again action. Your action create further emotional reaction in inspiration and move on to the motive to move on to motivate your future actions. Taking advantage of this knowledge, we can actually change our mindset in the following way. Basically the author is saying we can like change our mindset ki like action, then inspiration, and then motivation, right? If you lack motivation to make an important change in your life, do something, anything really, and then harness the reaction to that action as a way to begin motivating yourself. I call this do something principle. After using it to myself to build up my business, I began teaching it to readers who come to my perplexed by their own VCR questions. How do I apply for a job? Or how do I tell this guy I want to be his girlfriend? And like during the first couple years I worked for myself. Entire weeks would go without my accomplishing much for no other reason than that I was anxious, stressed about what I had to do. It was too busy to put everything off. So basically, if I have to summarize what I have learned after reading all these things, the conclusion is that ki I was much more believer of that ki you need motivation to do anything, right? To take any action. I was always waiting for motivation to take any kind of action, but that is not in the reality. You first do something and then you get motivated to do more. Like instead of waiting motivation to study, that study will give you motivation to study more. Basically action leads to, I can say, motivation, not motivation leads to action. That is not the true, because you someday feel motivated, someday you will not feel motivated. So, and to achieve anything anywhere you have to be consistent. So you can't depend on the motivation. Actually your mindset should be I will do no matter what. And that's what basically I have learned from this book. I just wanted to share with you all. So yeah, that's all. Thank you. See you tomorrow.